So which pair do you want me to look, or which pair do you want me to analyze? Forget this one that I just opened here. Just give me any pair that you want me to analyze. Someone say do NASDAQ, bro. Okay. Mabuto Kumalo, thank you very much. Now let's look at NASDAQ. I'm on XNS. I hope you all know that XNS, NASDAQ, it's US tech. US tech. So now let's look at US tech. I don't know if you know of, okay, let me just give you this strategy for free for NASDAQ. Most people love NASDAQ, yeah. So I'm just going to point out something very important to look whenever you're trading NASDAQ. I always say that I learned trading, or I was taught trading, or I was taught how to trade with NASDAQ. So I just want to analyze, I just want to show you something on NASDAQ. Something that can really, really help you. Something that can help you on NASDAQ. So now when you look at this with NASDAQ, look at the, you see these numbers here, the price. So NASDAQ repeats something. There's something that happens on NASDAQ every now and again. So now when you just place this thing, most likely you will find this number to be on 100. So they count like okay, let me just do something, then you then understand what I'm talking about. So this thing repeats itself most of the time. So now if you look at this number, we can always make it 13,300. Sorry, what is it? It's 1 and 0, yeah, something like this. 1,300, yeah, is it 1,300? Yes. Even this one, you can make it 12,900. Is 12,900, and this one is, oh sorry, this one is 12,900. Then you can make this one okay, it's close to 13,000 now. Okay, so it's fine on this one, and let me put this one on 101. Yes. So I don't know if you are getting the drift. And then this one, let's put it on 800. So if you look at this these horizontal lines, it's 800, 900, 300. This was 12,900, then 13,000, 13,100, and then it goes on and on. So chances are it's gonna turn on this one, which is 13,200, somewhere here. It's gonna turn. So this is what NASDAQ usually do most of the time. It comes at this point and then it turn on this point. So if you analyze, when you analyze your NASDAQ, make sure you highlight these numbers, and then you will see NASDAQ repeating this thing that I'm pointing out. You will see NASDAQ turning on this point. And between these 2 points, it's 100 points. And you know that with 0.01 with the right broker, with NASDAQ, if you caught this buy from here to here, you're getting your nice 1.5, 1,500. So yeah, this is something you can always look for when you are trading NASDAQ. You must always look for something like this. So even on this one, you can always put it on 12,600. You will see that the NASDAQ will turn or was turning on this point. And another thing that you can always look for on NASDAQ is, let me show you another one that you can always check whenever you're trading NASDAQ. When you're trading NASDAQ, make sure your chart shows period separators. Period separators. So when you, depending on the time frame, with 15 minutes time frame, let me say from M1 to H1, this period separator indicates a day. So from M1, which is 1 minute time frame, to H1, this period separator indicates a day. Now, there's something that NASDAQ normally do every day. NASDAQ will take a direction, and then at a certain point, NASDAQ will turn, and it will never go back. So it doesn't happen every day, but it happens most of the time. Now, let me show you. Let me put it on 30 minutes time frame, and then I'm going to take it from here all the way there. So if you look at NASDAQ from this day, NASDAQ went down, and then it turned and went up. The same way almost with this one. NASDAQ went up and then it turned. But on this day, it went up again. But no, most of the time when NASDAQ take the direction, it will never return. So it's just like with this day, it went up, and then from there it turned, it never looked back. So you take it on this day, it went up again, and then it turned, never looked back. That's what NASDAQ most of the time. So this is another way. Sorry. Someone wants to say something. So yeah, the person who said I must analyze NASDAQ, I was just showing you something or another way of looking at NASDAQ. So yeah, you can always make sure you put your period separator. So that is if you don't want to analyze it manually using a technical analysis, price action and everything. But otherwise, those are very, very important key factors that you need to highlight or you need to always remember when you trade in NASDAQ. So far NASDAQ is on uptrend. And then I could say the point that I told you with, you can always wait for NASDAQ to see what is it that NASDAQ do on this coming point, which is 13,200. Yeah, somewhere here, 13,200. Wait for NASDAQ and see how it behaves around this point. It's either it's gonna turn on this point or it's gonna break this point. You get what I'm saying? Depending on the fundamentals as well, fundamentals of NASDAQ. So whenever you trade NASDAQ, you must have the app called, what is this app? I don't trade NASDAQ. I don't like NASDAQ, but yeah, I know the important things to look for on NASDAQ. So there's this app called CNBC on your phones. You can always download CNBC. And then after downloading this CNBC, you must also make sure these are the fundamental factors of NASDAQ. So after downloading this app, CNBC, you must make sure that whenever you trade in NASDAQ, every day you check with CNBC as to these companies, how are they performing so far? So the companies, I think there's top 10 of these companies that you must check every day. If I could remember very well, I remember Facebook is one of them. Amazon is one of them. Okay, let me check. I think I have it. Yeah. Oh, flip. I don't think they still have it, but yeah, this app is very important. And then with this app, you check those companies that I was telling you with. I can always look for, you can text me and I can always find the list for you. So yeah, if I remember what the top, these are the companies that, isn't that NASDAQ is a combination of top 100 companies in America, I think, yes. So yeah, these are one of the companies that expose, or yeah, someone mentioned them, Tesla, Apple. Yeah, these are another companies that influences the movement or the direction of NASDAQ. So these are the things that you need to always check when you trade NASDAQ. So most probably, you see on this, I think it was Friday, NASDAQ was going up very, it was very bullish. So when you check, if you check this app, these companies, I'm sure they were green, all of them, they were green, or they were performing well on Friday. So that's why NASDAQ was going up. So this is something, these are important factors to look whenever you trade NASDAQ. But you must also remember this 100 points. It respects them most of the time. It respects them. So it's just that now I've removed them. But if they were there, yeah, we could always go back and see. You will see that NASDAQ always turn around this point. Even this one that I just drew, I'm sure somewhere. Okay, yeah. I'm sure somewhere, if this is not all-time high, I'm sure somewhere there it once turned on this point. Yes, if this is not all-time high, yeah. As you can see, so these are the points that NASDAQ respects them. NASDAQ respect. So look at this. It just touched and then went down. So even here you can see that it went past and then come back, test. Yeah, so these are the points that NASDAQ respect most of the time. Even if I do this, if I can just do this, you will see, you will realize that more. Okay, let me put it here at the top. And as you can see, it's close, pretty much close, not exactly on 12,900, but pretty much close. Yeah, these are the factors or the points that NASDAQ respect. So you can always just put them like that. Just put them like that. So yeah, fine. I think I'm done with NASDAQ. I have highlighted important factors for NASDAQ to look for. Just implement them, put them to practice, and then you must be good. You must be good. Okay, let's look at another pair. I think Standiwe have sent a list of pairs. Okay, so I have AUD, USD, EuroCAD. Let me write them down. AUD, USD, EuroCAD. EuroCAD, I think I did the analysis for EuroCAD, GBP, and GBP, USD. And then people, while we are still on NASDAQ and while we're coming back to currency pairs. So guys, there's something called correlations. We have positive correlations as well as negative correlations. Standile doesn't like peace, really. Okay, there's so many pairs that Standile just listed. Trust me.
Only do the ones you manage to do. Even if it's just 2, it's okay.
Don't want peace. I'm just kidding, Standile. So yeah, guys, there's something called positive correlation as well as negative correlation. Now, what do we mean when we say correlation? Correlation, we're talking about the pairs that mostly move in the same direction. When we talk about positive correlation, we talk about pairs that move to the same direction, or pairs that most of the time move in the same direction. And when you talk about negative correlation, we talk about pairs that most of the time you will find that whenever one is going up, the other one is going down. And how do we know about these correlations? So if you go and list pairs of USD, mostly USD JPY and USD CHF, most of the time USD JPY and USD CHF, they move in the same direction, even though they are not moving the same way, but they are moving in the same direction. So which means whenever USD CHF is going up, most of the time you will find USD JPY is also going up, but USD CAD doesn't move with them. And these are positive correlation, USD JPY and USD CHF. Not always that they move in the same direction, but most of the time you will find them moving in the same direction. Those who are trading fundamental with me, I'm sure they do know about correlations. And we have gold and USD JPY. Those are positive, negative correlations. Whenever gold is going up, most of the time you will find USD JPY is going down. And the same way, US Tech, NASDAQ, and gold, they are moving in the opposite direction when trading them technical. So now we have NASDAQ, and NASDAQ was going up. We can check gold if whether gold was also going up or what. When you look at gold on one hour time frame, the same way on with NASDAQ, so you can see that gold on Friday basically was going down. NASDAQ was going up. So most of the time you will find NASDAQ going up, gold going down. They move in the opposite direction, gold and NASDAQ. Not when we trade fundamentals. I think when we trade fundamental, they move to the same direction. But when we analyze with technical analysis, most of the time gold and NASDAQ, they move in the opposite direction. So, and then again, we have, let's say USD, and another positive correlation that we have is AUD USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, GBP USD. Sometimes again with NZD USD, they normally move in the same direction. So which means when you analyze one of them, unless one of them is affected by the fundamentals, that's why it's very much important to keep up with fundamentals and know when will the pair be affected by fundamentals, because most of the time after the news, you will find the very same pair continuing in the same direction of the news. So that's when you should know that, okay, this pair was affected by the news. Now that means this pair, it cannot continue in the same direction as the positive, as they correlate. And we have Euro USD. This is the closest positive correlation. It's Euro USD against USD CHF, Euro USD against USD CHF. These are the very close correlation. When there's no fundamentals, Euro USD, when it goes up, USD CHF is going down. That one is almost all the time, except when there are fundamentals. So I'm going to look at I'm just going to show standard NZD CAD because I think I did the analysis for NZD CAD. So under NZD CAD standard, this is what I had when I was looking at it. And I think I analyzed this pair last year around November, if not mistaken. I said to people that we have this on daily time frame. Let's trade this. That was the time when it was forming this this continuation pattern. I said we have this S-A, this one, S-A, and now we are going to expect this S-B after breakout, and this is coming to touch this point. It's coming to touch this point. It is coming to touch this point. So this is leg A, then we have leg B here. Get what I'm saying? Get the drift. But it's very much important, even though you know the direction, but it's very much important to analyze as the trend or as the market goes or the market moves. It's very much important to analyze. Now, please get a pen. I just want to highlight something, that when you analyze every pair, or any pair for that matter, whenever you're analyzing this is something to always think about. Number one, you must be able to identify a trend. You must be able to identify a trend. Now let's look at GBP USD, because I didn't do this one. You must be able to identify a trend. Then after identifying a trend, when we say identify a trend, it simply means we check if whether the trend is uptrend or it's downtrend, or whether bullish or bearish. So now we check whether the pair that we are looking at, is it uptrend or downtrend. Then from there we locate the structure. That's number two. You locate the structure. Then number three, you wait for retest. Number 4, then you take the trade after your confirmation. So now looking at GBP/USD, I normally start to check this pairs on bigger time frames, so that I can be able to identify a trend very well, because the bigger the time frame, the stronger the trend, or the stronger the support and the resistance. So now looking at this GBP/USD, we can see that GBP/USD from this side, it has been going down until it reaches this point, and then after reaching this point, GBP/USD couldn't failed to continue with the higher lower low and lower high. So as you can see from this side, GBP had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, just like that, until it reaches this point when it made lower low here, and then here it made lower high, but here it couldn't make lower low. It couldn't make lower low. So from this point, the GBP then started and went to make higher high and then higher low. And then it made higher high again, higher low, just like that. So higher high, higher low. And then here, when looking at GBP/USD on this part, we can see that GBP/USD, it's trying to accumulate. It is trying to accumulate, which means it is not taking any direction. And I think we're going to run out of time. Yes. So GBP/USD around this point, it's not taking any direction. So as you can see, some are saying, what is this, guys? I know that it's accumulation, but then what is it with another term? What do we call it? This accumulation thing, call it what? So, but yeah, from this point, GBP/USD, it will have to go and continue, break and continue, right? CEDA is going to come and test here and test again before it can move. Before it can move. Yes. This is something we can expect from GBP/USD, testing this point before can move. Yes, so as you can see, your GBP/USD is on accumulation phase. And yes, what do any pair? I think I took few pair from Standyless pairs, and the rest of Standy, I will send the analysis in the group. Anyone who would like to list any pair suggestion? Any suggestion, guys? Because I can't take all the pair from one person. Any pair? Any pair from you guys? Okay, someone just Euro USD. So yeah, like I said, guys, Euro USD, it's in positive correlation with GBP USD. So which means whatever we're doing on GBP USD, or whatever we are seeing on GBP USD, we are mostly expecting it again on Euro USD. But let's check, let's see what is happening on Euro USD. Just going to put it on 1 hour time frame. Yes, so looking at Euro USD, can you see? It's almost the same as GBP USD. So as you can see, you have seen that. Okay, well, let me show you GBP USD. So as you can see, GBP USD has been coming this, and then when it came here, and then started correlating. It started accumulating. So as you can see with Euro USD as well, it came from this point, or from this side, it was a downtrend until this point, and then it reached this point, started to fail to make a lower low, and then it made a new change of trend here, and then from here it made higher high, and then higher low, higher high, just like that. So here we are expecting this to be full, so you can always expect it to be almost exactly the same as GBP USD. So as you can see, this is your accumulation as well. So expecting it to come and touch and then come and test, then before it continue with the buy. So yeah, unless if we want us to go deep into checking this Euro USD, but otherwise I'm just giving you guys the overall movement on what to expect on this pairs, the overall movement or the overall direction on the pair. But otherwise we have this and we have this, we have this, then we are expecting it to come and break this point. Then if it succeed in breaking, so it's just like here, it's almost like it succeeded. But if you can look at this, sorry, someone say thank you. Okay, yeah, yeah. So if you this, it's very tempting when you look at this thing. You might be tempted to say it has succeeded, but if you can look at this point, you will realize that this point, it looks like a order block for those who know order block or accumulation point. So now, if this is a order block, then chances are this thing, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back and test this trend line just before it moves. Just before it moves, if it's gonna continue going down. Yes, that's if it doesn't, from here, it doesn't go and want to touch this. That's if it doesn't go and touch this. But otherwise, if this is a successful breakout, then it's gonna go and test this point and then come to the downside. Then yes, from the downside, we will expect it to come and play around this point before it continue with the down move. Yes, before it continue with the down move. Any other pair? I've got 5 minutes, or you can ask any question. If you have any question, you can switch on your mic and begin to speak. Yes, if you have any question. And one thing I must highlight, guys, more than anything, you need your psychology on trading, guys. You need your psychology. It's very, very much important. I can't stress this enough. Trading psychology is very, very, very important. And trading psychology is not something that you can necessarily study somewhere. Yes, I can highlight the points. I can give you. If you have a mentor, your mentor should be able to guide you, should give you the tips on how to handle trading psychology. But trading psychology is a personal thing. Everyone deals with it differently. But one thing I can suggest for you people is to get an account that you can play with. If you have an account that you can play with, let's say you load 1,000 into an account, you know that this is my playing ground. I'm just going to do my analysis and begin to trade. I'm not attaching any emotions into this 1,000. This 1,000 is for me to play and then begin to trade with lot size 0.01. The problem is people fund their last money and now they want to make a quick buck, or they cannot afford to lose that money. And when they cannot afford to lose that money, they use bigger lot sizes. Guys, 0.04, it's a very, very big lot size. 0.04, it's a very, very big lot size. 0.04 can literally blow your 3,000 account. So by all means, use 0.01 lot size when you trade, especially if you have account that it's not more than 2,000. Use 0.01 whenever you're trading. 80 Rand profit, it's a lot. 80 Rand profit, it's a lot. So 0.01 can really help you master trading psychology and can teach you a lot of things, because when you're trading with 0.01, you will take so many losses before you blow that account. So yeah, guys, I have a phone call. Our meeting is over, guys. I'm just going to stop here. Yes. Oh,